You are watching and listening to Chris and leicestercitylive on YouTube and your favourite podcasts.
Right, Chris.
There I am. I knew I was somewhere. Oh, the joy of doing two shows, one after the other, and not having eaten in between. Welcome back, sloppy seconds. Wow, did we see that earlier? Just as we speak, let me just get this one up here because I've got to put a cross over Italy. What a poor showing. The holders are out. Can you believe it? Yes, indeedy. And I want to say, well done to Switzerland. Deservedly so. Deservedly so. It was 2-0 to Switzerland. Totally deserving the win. Let's be honest with you. We can't say they didn't. Really? Can we? No, we can't, can we? At all. Not at all. So I'm just updating this if I can find where I need to update it, which could be anywhere, knowing me, knowing you. Haha. Let's do 21A. Let me bring this one up here. Right. Let me first of all just put that up there. Anybody watch the game earlier? I was very disappointed with Italy. Biggest surprise, I've got to say, biggest surprise going. Got what they deserved, Italy. Even at 2-0 down, they didn't look like they wanted to win it. It was almost like they were looking like they wanted to go home. There we go. That's updated. There we are. So we should be able to now see that Italy have got the cross through. And it's Germany tonight. Germany, as you can see, versus Denmark. What are we expecting here? I suppose if you're a betting man, and if I was a Conservative political candidate at the next election, I would be a betting man. The players are in the audience. Players are in the tunnel. Honestly, I apologise. I had a bad night's sleep last night. I literally have had half an hour's kind of doze between the two games today. But let's have a look how we got here, shall we? Germany, of course, topped the group. We're lucky to get that draw off Switzerland. Otherwise, they would have deservedly topped the group. But look, they started off as the host nation on that Friday evening 2 weeks ago, when they absolutely demolished Scotland. And I'm sorry, I don't think Doug's watching, but yeah, they got smashed. Funny thing is, in the earlier game, Italy were awful, but that wasn't the reason that Switzerland won. Switzerland were good. Scotland were awful, but Germany weren't brilliant. Germany didn't really get out of second or third gear because they didn't have to. That probably was the reason Germany won. Very disappointed. Anybody that knows and has seen my shows will know that I'd actually got Scotland to come second in that group. Shows what I know. Beat Hungary 2-0, which obviously guaranteed that they would then go through. And like I say, they got that draw. English referee here tonight. Germany are getting the draw with Switzerland. Germany, funnily, 16th in the world, they're ranked by FIFA at the moment. That is probably the lowest they have been in a long, long time. And they're up against Denmark, who, of course, are in England's group. They started off with a 1-1 draw against Slovenia. Happens to the best of us. They then drew 1-1 with England. And then they drew 0-0 with Serbia, the draw specialist. Well, of course, it can't be a draw today because we've got to have a winner. One of them has got to go through. 21st, they're ranked by FIFA. So, Germany versus Denmark. I've got an itch. Getting a lot of heat bumps. Well, it's not surprised. It's bloody hot, isn't it? It is the round of 16. And we are looking at Germany, the hosts here for this tournament, taking on Switzerland. I hope you are all well. I hope you are doing well. Let me just get the details up here on screen, and I can tell you a little bit more about what is going on. So it's the BVB Stadium in Dortmund, Dortmund's home ground, obviously. I don't know if I've been bitten here or I'm actually one or the other. And it's Germany versus Denmark. Let's have a look at the lineup. So the lineups for Germany at the moment. Germany are going to be playing 4-2-3-1. Neuer in goal. Raum, Schlotterbeck, Rudiger and Kimmich across the back. In front of that, Cruz, amazing player, and Andrich. Just in front of that, you got Masala, I never say this word, Gunjan, Sane, Hanaverts. That is the 4-2-3-1 that they are playing. Denmark, they're managed obviously by Højmund. They are playing a 3-4-1-2 with Schmeichel in goal, Christensen, Vestergaard, my man, Anderson across the back, Mahler, Højbjerg, Delaney Bar, with Eriksson just behind Højlund and Olsen up front. Eriksson, obviously, he scored a goal in the opening game. Denmark been very, very, like I say, underwhelming from them in this tournament. Christensen, of course, on the bench for Denmark this evening. So, in the last 10 games, Germany have won 8 of them. Germany have scored 8 goals in this championship so far. Denmark has scored 2. Don't read too much into that, in fairness, from Germany, because obviously 5 of those goals were against Scotland in one game. I'm just going to have to put some cream on me itches here. There we go. Goals conceded. Both teams have conceded 2 goals. Shots, 40 Germany have had, 29 Denmark have had. This is obviously in the 3 games so far. On target, 20 of those, so 50% for Germany and 50% virtually, because it's 14 for Denmark as well on that. Points gained from losing positions. Both of them and it's only got 1 point from being in a losing position. So going in there, the previous 5 games, Germany, they've drawn the Switzerland, they beat Hungary, they beat Scotland. Before that, they beat Greece and they beat Ukraine in friendlies as well. The national anthems are being sung at the moment. And obviously, as with all watch-alongs, please, as it says in the top right there, no spoilers. Denmark obviously drew with Serbia, drew with England, drew with Slovenia, beat Norway 3-1, and they beat Sweden 2-1 as well in their previous 2 games compared to that. In their previous meetings, well, they played 28 times, these 2 teams. Germany have won 15. Denmark have won 8, and there's been 5 draws. And the last 3 times they've played, Germany, well, it's been 2 draws. Germany won, Denmark won in June 21. That was a friendly. Denmark won, Germany won in a friendly in 2017. And in the UEFA Euros of 2012, it was Denmark 1, Germany 2. So that's the form guide between the 2 of them. This will be the 5th meeting between Germany and Denmark at a major tournament, World Cups and Euros, with both sides winning 2 each of the previous 4. The only previous knockout stage tie between the 2 nations was the final of Euro 1992, which of course Denmark went on to win 2-0. So we're going to be kicking off soon. And if you can do that for me, that would be absolutely brilliant. If you subscribe to the channel, if you're new, like and share as well, I would be really, really, what can I say? Chuffed. That is the word. There we go. Let's get that into position. Oh, I've got Ali McCoist here on commentary. That's going to be good. Right, let me move this over to here. There we go. So, good evening, good day, good morning, good afternoon, good night, goodbye. Hello, welcome along. This is the second match of the day. It's LTiDtv from Leicester Till I Die, bringing you live action from the Euros. And we've got Denmark versus Germany, Germany versus Denmark, whichever way you want to look round at it. And we're underway. We are underway. Germany are playing in all white, and they're kicking from right to left. Denmark in all red, and they're kicking from left to right. We've had one surprise today. It will be a surprise. In fairness, I think that if Denmark can do this, myself and Doug both went for Switzerland to beat Italy, and we were right. But we've both gone for Germany to beat Denmark. So we'll see. Germany now with the ball in defence. 2 minutes gone. Coming up. 0-0. Nagelsmann, obviously the German coach there. So Michael Oliver from England is the referee. In case you thought you recognised him. Havertz coming at them now already. Got the numbers back, though, of Denmark. Playing it back, but keeping hold of the ball. Hi, Nippon. How are you doing, sir? Welcome along. Hope you are well. And big up to you as well. How many of the Leicester team are you going to be pinching this season? You're not satisfied with our manager. You now want half our bloody team as well. Bloody Chelsea. Chelsea was one of those teams that I was never really overly bothered about because, I used to think, well, they're not one of our major, rivals or anything like that. And I was always pleased to see. Oh, 1-0 Germany already. Literally corner. The ball goes over. Germany score. 1-0. Literally within 3 minutes of the kickoff. That was so easy. No, it's disallowed it. Michael Oliver has disallowed the goal. Let's have a look. It was a great corner. Came across, headed in. It like Spider-Man-esque. He went up so high there. They're not showing us this. Denmark now. Got to try and calm down. I'm good, thank you, Nippon. I'm good. Let's have a look. Corner comes in. I can't see why it was disallowed. Alan McCoy thinks it's soft. Ah. No, it was a foul. It was a foul on Schmeichel. And they've got, in fairness to ITV, they have got a UEFA referee with them. And she says, no, she can understand it being disallowed. So early doors, drama here. I don't think the crowd would agree with that. So this is already more exciting than most of the games I've seen. Oh, what a shot from Kimmich there. Michael had to make the save. Wow. Germany going out for this. Lovely right-footed shot and right saves of the tournament so far. Andreas, welcome in, mate. How the devil are you, sir? Welcome along. That's the second corner. Well, they did score from the first corner, but the referee disallowed it. Not sure if there's a referee of the VAR. Corner comes in. Oh! Schmeichel had to say that one. Nearly a second attempt there from second goal from Germany from the corner. It was going in. It was going in. Schmeichel, 2 absolutely amazing saves, one after the other. 7 minutes gone. 3 corners to Germany. Scored from one, disallowed, nearly scored from another. That one was dealt with, though. Højbjerg clips it away. Eriksson here on the ball on the far side. Oh, it was a poor shot. Poor pass, in the middle by Eriksson. Breakaway was on. He had 2 running up with him. He passed it forward and he passed it straight to a player in all white. You're welcome, Andreas. So, well, 7 minutes, 47 seconds coming up on the clock, 7:29 on mine because I'm a little bit behind. I tell you what, I'm just going to try and... Just as I tried to match me timer up, it caught up with itself. So that was an absolutely chaotic start there. Hi, Paul. How you doing? Andreas, I think I am as well. Possibly. Just. I guess I am because I don't like... I don't like the... I've got Germany to win because I think they will. But if Denmark were to win, I'd be happy. Because it's the Germans. We don't like the Germans, do we? How are you doing, Paul? So, frenetic start. Really, Germany doing to Denmark what Switzerland did to Italy earlier. Germans aren't letting Denmark get on the ball. So they've had the most possession in the of any team in the group stages. Germany, a lovely ball across to the far side. He looked across it, but then he played it inside. A ball that went up was headed clear, though, by the Danish defender. Wow. Give me 90 minutes of this, I'll be happy. Havertz, another save by Schmeichel. Wow, there was no flag there. Let's have a look at that. No, onside. Onside. A left-footed shot on the volley. Schmeichel had to go down. Oof. And it kind of came off Schmeichel's face. He missed it with his hands. It bounced in front of Schmeichel. Schmeichel, he's been the busiest player on the pitch so far. And we're only 10 minutes into the game. So it's a 4th corner here for Germany. I've got loads of notes. Headed in, but that was headed straight at Schmeichel there. I got loads of notes here, and I don't need to use any of them because the game's so exciting. Germany. Another cross in, and this time Schmeichel just has to stand there and take the ball. So 11 minutes, 11 and a half minutes, 0-0. It's all Germany. Kasper Schmeichel's been so busy. Obviously, he's at Anderlecht at the moment. I just have to change my channel because I am jumping backwards and forwards. So it's Schmeichel to take the goal kick. Played it across the back, Denmark, and kick the ball away. And at the moment, bit like Italy this morning, they can't. Oh, again, the ball goes through. I think the player that's had the most touches the player that's had the most touches is Schmeichel. Early doors. Good evening, sir. How are you? I am well. I hope you are too. Unbelievable start here. Oh, good defending by Germany, not letting Højlund get onto the ball there. The report here, it's just wave after wave of German attacks. But now it is a free kick, though, for Denmark. Eriksson obviously over the ball, number 10 for Denmark. Eriksson in. Oh, dealt with quite easily now as they break away Germany. Oh, Sané's got to the ball. Oh. I tell you what, it was taken out and he's now got a free kick for Germany. Knew what he was doing there. Oh, he went down very easily, but then the Swiss player put his hand up and pushed him. %74% possession at the moment to Germany. 5 shots. I mean, we're only talking 15 minutes into the game. So, free kick here. Oh, Wall did its job there. Wall did its job. 3 of the last 4 meetings between Germany and Denmark in all competitions have been drawn. Germany won the other 2-1 at Euro 2012, which is more draws than the first 24 encounters between the two sides beforehand, which was 2. So Nagelsmann here, obviously brought in. They needed I think new leadership, the Germany squad, and they've certainly got that. 2 teams have impressed me at this tournament so far. Germany is one of them. I have to say Spain is the other. Although Switzerland did well earlier, they really nullified the threat of Italy. Italy were just so literally going out with a whimper earlier. Well, yeah, they're giving the home fans a lot to go at here. Going up to 17 minutes gone. Germany 0, Denmark 0. Germany on the attack again, as if you needed to be told. Chipped into the box. Oh, good defending there by Denmark. Had to get to the ball first, and they did. Again, everybody, I hope my sound is okay. How is my sound doing? Germany coming forward again. On the edge of the box. Just waiting the time, like a snake, just waiting to pounce. Chipped up into the box, but it took a deflection and straight into Schmeichel's arms. 0-0. Schmeichel was hoping for a quiet night tonight. He ain't getting one. Oh, Højbjerg there for Denmark. Couldn't control it. He was on with a chance, though. And it is passed all the way back to Schmeichel. Denmark are trying to play, fair play to them. Eriksson passes it out, gets it back. Commentator just said, not sure that he wanted it back. Oh, lovely ball. Oh, Denmark there nearly getting through. Eriksson there took that ball down beautifully. Oh, got his foot in the way, Rudiger. "20 minutes gone. Denmark now enjoying the best spell of the match for them so far. Oh, it crossed in, but it's straight out. Michael Oliver just having to get in between a couple of players. Yeah, it was a push over there by the Denmark guy. Couldn't really have much to say about it. So it's back to Schmeichel. Vestergaard, Højlund losing out to Germany. Then Germany give the ball away. Denmark now coming away. 23 minutes gone. This game is actually going very, very quickly. It's all Eriksson at the moment. Oh, shot off the target there by Denmark, but at least they're getting that shot in. So Denmark definitely coming back more into the game now. So it's 0-0. Denmark got to this. They haven't won a game yet in the Euros here. Denmark, of course, got 3 draws, which was good enough to see them through. So just a little bit of work going on to the Swiss number 6 here. Nate, good evening, sir. You are a gentleman, sir. You are a very kind gentleman. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. Sorry, I'm just trying to update something. I'm having a few problems with some of my settings here. Nate, you are a moderator, of course. I've had a few problems. Somebody was telling me earlier that the moderator had been knocked off. I had to go on and add it on again. I've just checked. I think you still are, should be a moderator. If you notice you're not, let me know and I can re-add you. But I've just gone on now to double check. Because I saw you come in, and like I say, I've had that problem. I don't know what's been going on, YouTube or one of their own. But look, we are nearly half an hour into the game. Germany 0, Denmark 0. Germany had the ball in the net, and of course, it's wasn't allowed. Certainly, to my mind, it's a more even game than the one earlier, which was basically Italy. I don't know, I don't know what had happened to Italy. But thank you so much for the payment, mate. I will have a beer on you. You're a gentleman, sir. At the moment, it's all Denmark, I've got to say. So far, Germany down. They were 78% possession at one point, 61% now. Denmark, 38%. 6 shots for Germany. Brilliant, Nate. Brilliant. Like I say, it was Craig, my mate here. We kind of lost him for a bit. I've tried to lose him many times, but I did actually lose him. 6-2, England shots. They've had 2 shots a day, but they haven't had one on target yet. But it's certainly a more exciting game than the one earlier. Don't know if anybody saw the game. Oh, now Denmark have got a break here, but they haven't got numbers forward. Oh, did very well there. Højlund, absolutely brilliantly. Played the ball round the German defender, went onto it, but the angle just wasn't quite good enough for him. How is it in America, Nate? Have you got a hurricane? Was it hurricanes you said earlier? I'm trying to think. The sun's gone down, but I've been out and watered my garden. I don't think we're going to get any rain. Denmark coming forward. Oh, now, interesting, a free kick. The Danish player's gone down. It was blocked by the German. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, he deliberately knew what he was doing, the German. Yeah, that was a block and a half. Wow. It literally is in line with the penalty spot, but in the little circle or little semicircle on the edge of the block. Don't forget, tomorrow, of course, 5 o'clock, England take on Slovakia. That will be live on this channel, as indeed will Spain, Georgia at 8 o'clock. Now, Ericsson. That's going to be tight. If we can get it up and down. Ali McCoy is asking the question. Here we go. Oh, straight at the wall, but it comes back out. Oh, Højbjerg gets it across, but nobody on the end of it, and it's all over. Oh, God, 104? Wow. I take it that's Fahrenheit and not not Celsius. Oh, I couldn't do it. I'm going to Australia in September, and as much as I'm looking forward to it, I'm dreading it because it's so bloody hot. It has gone a bit cooler. I haven't got a fan on. I had 2 fans on earlier. I haven't got a fan on at the moment, so it has cooled a little bit here. Half an hour gone. 0-0 still. Very, very even game. Lovely break here, though, from the Germans. Good overlapping. Oh, but then the final, the 1-2 became the 1-1. Monsoon. Whereabouts in America, Nate, are you? I know you've told me loads of times, but look, I'm an old man in my memory. Apparently, there's a gale or a hurricane or some bad rain heading Germany's way. Højlund gets the ball there from Ericsson, but kicks it straight at the legs of the defender. I bet the winters are nice there. Cool, but warm, if that makes sense. Warm, but not over hot. Let me put it that way. Arizona, wow. Huge desert, isn't it? In Arizona. Trying to pretend I know what I'm talking about. Which obviously I never do. One of the places I would love to go and see is the Grand Canyon. But it's too expensive for me to go and see for what it is. I mean, once you've seen it and stood there, then I guess that's it. But I wish I lived more local to see it. It is one of those places. Somebody asked me once, Grand Canyon or Great Wall. I suppose it has to be the Grand Canyon, really. Now, Germany coming forward again now. Crows into the midfield. Oh, getting the last foot in there, Denmark. But they haven't only got it away as far as the way a halfway line. It's still the white shirts of Germany come forward. They're saying Thunder is on the way to Germany. Now, can the Germany make the most of this? No, they can't. He tried to do too much. The German striker. Danes get it away, but only as far as Rudiger. Just inside the Danish half, the Germans come forward again. What? There is lightning and thunder. And the rain is coming down heavily. So Michael Oliver has called an end to the game. Well, not an end to the game, but he's called a stop to the game. Well, I saw the lightning earlier, and of course that makes it dangerous to play. So Michael Oliver has called a stop to the game. He's going to get some advice, I'm sure. Yeah, they're just saying then that it's come earlier. I'm sure there are. I was being facetious, Nate. Just a big hole in the ground, isn't it? I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? I may or may not finally get over. I'm going to say because I didn't expect to go to Australia once, and now I'm going twice. And the wind's getting up as well. You can see the play. I mean, the players are soaking. Not sure what's happening. We're waiting for an update. I can see Michael Oliver. I mean, in fairness, he's done the right thing. You've got to think of player safety. You've got to think of any sportsman's safety all the time. You can see the rain's coming down. Ooh. The lightning is there. They reckon apparently lightning, when you see the lightning, it usually means there's a 30-minute delay between seeing the lightning and seeing the weather clear. Don't know how true that is. But apparently it's between the referee Really, Nate? Wow. Is that your local team, FC2 Scun? Right, match suspended due to adverse weather conditions. It's coming up now. But the players are still... Are they now going down the tunnel? Yeah, I think they're going down the tunnel now. They weren't before. Wow. Of course, it's going to affect the pitch. Ah, okay, mate. Third. So is that your American team? Is that the team you would support in America? So the players have gone down the tunnel. The fans are still stuck out in it. Absolutely. I mean, this is not cats and dogs. This is horses and cows that are coming down. Right. So that the players have gone down into the dressing room. The game is suspended at the moment. I'm just to see what's going to happen. They've gone back to the studio, so there's to be no immediate return for them to the match. Oh, well, you bought a shirt. You are then committed, Nate. You are committed. Right, I'm just going to see what's going on. Give me a few minutes, and I will be back in some form or another. Just talking about the disallowed goal. So actually, it wasn't actually anything to do with the goal. It was just before the goal. There was he pointed to it, actually, Michael Oliver. As a German player blocked the defender off. Kimmich stood in front and he knew what he was doing, and that was why it was disallowed. No, that was it. He got that totally right, Michael Oliver, I think. Wow, the rain really is coming down now. Wow. So within a 10-mile radius of the lightning strike, there's a 30-minute gap, if you like, is what they're saying. Obviously, the player's safety is paramount. They're in the tunnel now. I mean, this looks like Manchester United Stadium. Couple of young fans there having a shower in the rain. Don't know if this match will be suspended. ITV have just confirmed my Old Trafford comment. Oh, my goodness me. My goodness me. Those Denmark fans were enjoying it, and why not? Their team's in this, definitely. They're in it more than Italy were earlier. I mean, that was right. Just showing that block again, it was right in front of Michael Oliver, and they were near the penalty spot, so they weren't sort of in the crowded box. And Kimmich seemed to look to see. Yeah, Kimmich looked over him, and he saw that player going, and of course it was the goal. It was the goal scorer that was being marked by the Danish defender. The Danish defender blocked him. And therefore, obviously, he was able to go in and score the German. So I mean, I say we call English referees a lot, but I have to say that is fair. And that was a good decision by Michael Oliver. But it did all start off. It was all Germany at the start. Hiya, Doug. How you doing, mate? Talk to me. I'm all by myself. Gotta be. Can't remember the last time a game was suspended at an international tournament. Maybe it was Poland, England. I don't remember that. But what happened there? I don't remember that. I don't remember it. I don't remember it. So, yeah, because if you're a Man United fan, I've got to be honest with you, you're probably used to watching these scenes. Yeah, it looks like we could be back on soon because it doesn't seem to be quite. I mean, it was coming down. It was coming down. Ah. Well, they're going to have to play this tomorrow, aren't they? Otherwise, everything gets knocked back. We've got a yellow-faced Germany fan and a red-faced Germany fan with gold and purple hair. I tell you what, there's no way they have got in the rain. That would have washed off. But yeah, looking like we might be back on soon. I mean, weather like this, it's not even Wimbledon week. But no, it was definitely the goal had to be disallowed. But Schmeichel was right at the start. He was the busiest player. Germany really went for it. Really went for it. Doug, guess, hey, we got Sweden right. Switzerland right, I mean, didn't we? Well, I've got to say, mate, right? And I know, we were talking about performances last night, weren't we, when we did the review of the group stage? Was that, and I'm not taking anything away from the Swiss, because the Swiss probably stopped the Italians playing, but was that the worst team performance of the competition so far? It was for me. That was worse than the England-Slovenia half. Would you agree with that? I've got to say one thing about this match is we've got Ali McCoist on co-commentary and we've got Ange Pochettino in the studio. Two of my favourite pundits. But in fairness to Denmark, what they've done is hold on in this game, and they've come back into it. Unlike the Italians, who were never at the races, they just never were. Yeah, it was an amazing performance, totally. But I can't. I mean, I remember the Brazil side that lost in the final. Sorry, the Italian side that lost in the final to Brazil. But in fairness to them, that was Brazil. Italy offered nothing, absolutely nothing at all. Wow. The Lightning. I mean, Michael Oliver did. We criticise him. He's got a couple of things right today. He got the offside, and he also got the he also got calling the players off. They were. We did say we'd sooner play Italy, didn't we? Given the chance. Oh, hang on. Oh, we're going to see something here. Yeah, I don't think anybody knows. Michael Oliver looked like he was going to go out and check the pitch, but he's been called back. Roy Keane there on the camera. It would never have happened in his day. Never have happened. Oh, they're just oh my God, Doug! They're showing the Italy-Switzerland game again. Nate, I think Italy were disappointed in the group and we're looking to get out. Sorry, Nate, I read that. Doug, sorry. Absolutely awful. Absolutely awful. Oh, I never thought I would be happy to say I'm pleased to see this man. But I've got to say, thank God. I'm not sure how. Let me just see if I can get him in and how I'm going to get him in, to be honest with you. Maybe if I do that and he's there, if I do that, and then I'm going to have to take my little thing off. Mate, have you been watching the game?
Yeah, I have been watching the game. It's a bit wet, isn't
it? Oh, I did. To be honest with you, I was taken back. I thought, oh, this is the Premier League and we're playing Man United.
Do you know what? Actually, I think, if we had finished second, I think we might have stood a chance tonight.
Do you think so? I mean, Germany, when they came
out... We're used to this bloody weather.
Well, that's true. That is very true. Look at you. You've been out today and caught the sun, haven't you?
I have. I'm like a beetroot. I'm like a beetroot, mate. It's like I'm bright red. I'm like a bloody lobster. So, yeah, they were having like a food festival. And I tell you what, really, really nice. Have you ever watched Rate My Takeaway? It's with the chap from, I think he's from Barnsley. And there was a... Leeds-based, burger shack there, and I tell you what, the most amazing burgers ever. Yeah. So yeah, that was very, very nice. I had a couple to drink. Continued that.
Yes.
Chris Campo. Hopefully, that's of course Spanish beer. Hopefully, that doesn't mean Spain are going to get far, because I tell you what, they're the ones that I'm most worried about. But I tell you what, let's discuss the earlier match, because I don't know if you've already discussed this. Of course, I've just been sat there watching the rain pour down. But Italy, how poor are they?
We said, yeah, we were saying. I don't know if anybody can see me. I'm just trying to move this round so that we can
see my beauty in full definition. There you go. You
Oh,
probably
no,
never seen with me glasses, have you? It's like I don't know. I'm like something from Danger Mouse. What's the thing from Danger Mouse?
Oh yes, I know who you mean. You're very unpaddy-esque, I must say. Right, let me just.
Paddy don't have a beard though. Paddy don't have a beard, and this
Penfold.
Penfold. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, actually, you're probably more like Penfold. Good-looking man, me.
Whatever. How's the marriage, by the way?
Oh dear.
The players are out. So I was just saying the players are out, just having another bit of a warm up.
Oh, fair enough. But yeah, I think Switzerland look actually really good, and I think if we do get through, they're going to be a challenge. I think that Slovakia tomorrow, we've got to now go into the sort of performances that we have done before. This is the case now, is that we have got a fantastic chance of actually making the Euro final again. Who's going to be waiting for us there? I don't care, to be honest, at this moment in time. All I want to do is firstly get past Slovakia, then Switzerland. Do you know what? The side I don't fancy, and this is historically, as well as the side that I've been impressed with at points as well, is Turkey. I don't fancy the Turkish in the semis. I
Do you think they'll
don't.
stuff us?
Well, to be honest, I hope they don't stuff us, but I am a bit worried about them. But they've got a bit of a funny track record, haven't they? They don't qualify for anything for a long period of time, and you're on the coke tonight.
I am. I had a drink earlier, and I was pissing all day last night because you dragged me down the pub.
Oh, I tell you what, that was funny. That was, you even heard how I actually sell. You was quite impressed, though. Can't say that you wasn't impressed. Hello,
No.
Doug. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, good. How are you? How are we? I'm on daddy duties tonight because
Oh,
Excellent stuff, mate. Excellent. I tell you
Yeah,
what, football's
no.
coming home.
look, if you
What's
ever
that?
have trouble, Doug, sorry, I'll just say, if you ever have trouble getting Nathan to sleep, I've got some brilliant videos you can play him to get him to go to sleep. You just check, is it EOR, I think, or something like
Big
that?
local employee global,
It.
EOR daily. You can listen to me talking about exactly how it works and everything. You love them, mate. You watched. You sent me a little screenshot. And you watched. The good 20 minutes of it. So don't lie here, Chris. You enjoyed that. You wish she was actually on.
Enjoy is a very loose term, shall
If
we
you
say?
wasn't speaking to Shawadawadi, at the end of the day, you would have really, really enjoyed, actually finding out more. You would have even asked some questions. How does it work?
Right,
What does it do?
sorry, guys. Let me just say, we have kicked off.
Have
Do
we?
you guys want to stay on or go off and watch it and maybe pop on at half time?
I'm happy.
I don't mind. I don't mind. I tell you what, though, because I'm sat here, you're going to see now a little bit of a.
Oops.
Oops.
I tell you what,
Where
guys.
have I gone?
I'm to get the clock. I'm going to have to let you go. Do you want to pop on at half
Oh,
time?
yeah, I guess
Yeah.
so, Chris. I
Yeah,
guess
I'll do that.
so.
Yeah.
Brilliant, guys. I'll see you at half time.
See
No
you in
worries.
6 minutes, mate.
Yeah, 6 minutes exactly. Cheers, buddy.
See you then.
Right, let me just get this clock going. I'm going to try and match the time up now. $35, $52, $50, $51, $52. There we go. And we're all matched up again. Thanks so very much. Unfortunately, just as we were talking, it came out. The rain had passed. Don't know if it's if he's had a monsoon yet in Arizona. Oh, excuse me. So here we go then. It's 0-0, 36 minutes. Germany 0, Denmark 0 is the score. Schmeichel, another great save. It's almost like kicking off again from scratch. Germany straight in there. Schmeichel's busy. Oh, and it's side netting. Schmeichel's got to be the man of the match. Wow, what a start from Germany. I mean, Schmeichel, when you look at that, you're looking at like, well, that's what we're missing. There we go. So we're back from outer space. Just turn around now. Don't take that look up off your face. 0-0. 38 minutes and a bit. Well, I'll tell you what, that was a little bit different for the game, wasn't it? I wasn't expecting that. defending there. Is it a corner? Yes, it is. He didn't. Danish defender not able to stop it going out. He tried to get it to the stream as a throw in. Oh, I mean, it was that header from kickoff was straight at Schmeichel. Schmeichel didn't really have to do much looking at it. In fact, he kind of hit him on the chest and he kind of hit that with the ball. Anyway, it's a corner from Germany. Oh, that's not a good corner at all. It's all the way over. And it's a free kick to Germany. Oh, it should have been a free kick to Switzerland. I don't think that foam's going to do much on that wet grass, I'll tell you. Headed clear, Vestergaard. Sorry, I'm not applauding. There's a fly. There is a fly. I'm trying to do the fly. Danish coach has been Hoymund has been shown the yellow card. Highland goes out on this. Oh, lovely play of 1-2 there for the Danish team. And they haven't got away yet. Oh, Highland side netting when he should have maybe pulled it across. They had the chance, Denmark. It was a lovely 1-2. Absolutely brilliant 1-2, but the back heel didn't come off, so it was like I say a 1-1. Then the German player, he didn't really have much up. He couldn't really do much with it. Yeah, a German player, it was under his feet. He couldn't get it away. The German defender has to go to church tomorrow. He really does. I do, Craig. How you doing, mate? That's a cold night in Stoke. I tell you what, this match is better than the one earlier. I know that we had 2 goals in that one earlier, but my God, at least this is like an even game. You know, you got 2 teams that aren't actually bad going for it. Max, sorry, mate. I've only just seen your note coming in via Craig's channel. Should have been hosted in England. Right, look, Wimbledon. That's all I'll say to you. It was suspended yet, but it's back on now. Oh, that is a free kick there. I think Michael Oliver's had a good game. Oh, tried to get through there, Germany, but again, it's that final ball. Nice little back heel there from the Germans. Oh, God. I'm sure if anybody is interested in employing staff. Oh, now then, Denmark. Oh, he had it under his foot. Oh, how did that mess up? Oh, that should have been 1-0. Great goalkeeping there. Honestly, brilliant counter-attack from Denmark. Eriksson kind of played it past him. Oh, but the goalkeeper did so well. That was a lovely ball across towards Eriksson. Oh, and the goalkeeper just got to it. So that was against the run of play. Now, if anybody is interested in knowing about employing staff abroad whilst in the UK, I think that's how it works anyway. Get over to Think Local Employee Global. Ball just chipped in. Oh, Neuer did go and get. Oh, there's a head. That was a headed up. That was anybody's. Neuer did well to get his hands to it. And that's it. It's half time. I will be back. No extra added time to be added on. I will be back in a few mementos.
You're right, Kels? I'm going to be on a second.
unmute myself and say, welcome back, guys.
I thought you froze there for a moment, Chris.
I thought you did as well.
Yeah, you just stood. You just held that. You know,
Yes, because
held
I was
that
about
face.
to say something and I realised I was still muted.
Go on. What were you going to say?
That was a quick first half, wasn't it? Yeah, more excitement. I know Switzerland won 2-0, but there was more excitement in that 10 minutes than there was in 90 earlier. Doug, first of all, you saw that game. We'll very quickly touch on it. Italy were horrendous, weren't they?
That is the worst Italian performance I've ever seen. It may even be the worst Italian team I've ever seen as well. They just offered absolutely nothing. I think they had one shot on goal the whole game, and it was like a very tame effort. And obviously, I know that Scamacca hit the post as well. But he's like 2 yards offside as well. No, Italy were dreadful. Switzerland thoroughly deserved it, and I've got to say, I mean, whoever gets, like, obviously, you know, if England gets Switzerland, that is not going to be an easy game, especially with what we saw from Switzerland today. They're so underrated, and you know, as I said last night, they are the proverbial masters of getting through to the latter stages.
And then forward, but should we do a Donald Trump as they end the count now, because we've got a 100% prediction record so far, Doug? But I mean, this game. I mean, have you seen all the first half, Craig?
Yeah, I have seen the whole first half. Germany, you know, come out the traps flying, didn't they? Really.
Yes.
I thought they looked very, very good. Denmark looked a little bit shell shocked. To be honest, Denmark have been a bit poor. You know, in the previous 3 games, I'm sure if there's any Danish people, you know, watching this, I'm sure that they will forgive me for saying that. I don't think they were particularly good against ourselves, even though. There you go. I'll tell you what, mate. You know, your pitch was excellent. I can do the pitch for you, but I can explain it exactly.
I think he's gone quiet. Anyway.
I'll tell you what, I can tell you exactly how it works. So here we go. So
Doug, anyway, so on that game, I mean, it was a great game, wasn't it? I mean, it was all German in the first 5-10 minutes, and then Denmark came back into it.
Yeah, I think you know, obviously, I've got to applaud Michael Oliver. I know we give English refs a bit of stick sometimes, and actually most weeks anyway. But I think he made the right decision, because you can quite clearly see that Kimmich definitely blocks off. I think it's Anderson that's trying to mark Schlotterbeck, and it is the correct decision. It is the correct decision. But I've got to say, like, I think Kasper Schmeichel's kept Denmark in the game.
Yes,
I think as well, when you look at Denmark, I think they're definitely lacking something up front. Now, that's not Rasmus Højlund's fault. I think he has been so, you know, starved of service, I think is the safest thing to say. And you know, he's just taking shots from any angle now. It's quite. He's obviously angry about the lack of service that he's getting, and you know, I think there was one effort, I think, in in that half where he should really just play it across, and then maybe someone gets on the end of it, and then he has another chance where he tries to lift it over Neuer, and it just didn't work. But I don't know, Germany, are they getting sort of vibes from 1992? Because you know, we all know what happened when Schmeichel was in goal the last time Denmark played Germany. Could it be happening again? Well, we'll obviously need to wait and see. But I think Denmark will be the happier of the two teams going into half time.
Yeah, you're playing with the match, Michael, so far, Craig?
Yeah, I think so. I think so far. I'm going to be awkward, and do you know why I was doing that with my glasses?
Never knew that.
You know why I was doing that with my glasses? It's because it's shining off it, and I'm thinking, yeah, maybe I need to get some varifocals like you, Chris. Some proper glasses, you know, not cheap shit. But yeah, personally, I disagree with that. I think the goal should have stood. I think that, you know, no, I think honestly, I think, you know, the defender, you know, but personally, you know, I don't think there was too much impeding. You know, it's a physical game. It's a physical game, and yeah, I honestly, mate, I don't see it. I don't see it. You know,
if you have a look at it again, Kimika's actually made a deliberate attempt to actually block off Slaughterbeck's marker, so it's a correct decision.
In Craig's defence, when they first do it, what I like about ITV, apart from the fact they got Ali McCoist and Pochettino on, two of my favourite commentators, but and co-commentators, but they've got a UEFA referee, a young lady, and they immediately go to her for sort of decisions, and she sort of said at the start that she backed Michael Oliver, and when you look at it. When I looked at it back, I couldn't see, and I thought that was a goal. That was a goal. But it's when you actually look at the wide angle, it's the guy that scores the goal ran into the box. The guy that was marking him wasn't able to follow him into the box because the German guy looked at him and to block him. So he knew exactly what he was doing. And it's not often I disagree with you, Craig. Like 99 times
see, that's always positive. Yeah, that's. I'll tell you what. I'll take that. You know, talking about actually the. Do you know what I am? And BBC also earlier on has a female VAR representative. Now I know that this is going to really annoy certain Mr. Joey Barton, but I think they have been absolutely fantastic when they've explained through decisions. I agree. It's a physical game, and I just kind of don't agree with Michael Oliver on that one. You know, I admit it's not. You know, it's something that is probably borderline, but years ago, players would get away with that. Players have got away with that against England, and we've got away with that against other teams. So, to be honest, I don't want that. You know, it was tactical defending. He's looked at, you know, like you say, the marker, and he has blocked him off, and he stood there, stood his ground. So Schotterbeck, I think that's how you say it, could get the header on. But personally, I would say, you know, in of course the rules have always changed since, you know, the 90s, but you know, I just thought it was a fair goal, you know, a great header.
I did, I could say, I would have been with you, Craig, until I saw. Obviously, we could look at it in more detail when the game was suspended because they had the time to show it.
Yeah.
When they showed that wide angle shot, and you can see that it was directly in front of Michael Oliver, and Michael Oliver was looking direct at it. So it wasn't like it was in his peripheral vision. He was looking right at it, right in front of him. And when he blew his whistle, that's what he pointed at. And he said, that's the foul. Nothing that happened after that when all the players were jumping up and down and you could argue whether Schmeichel was blocked or not. And I just think it was like Doug said, for me, look, football's about opinions. Craig's is wrong, obviously, on this occasion, but football is about opinions. I love you, mate. I love you.
Oh, mate, I hope my opinion and that bloody video, you know, that I did saying about Gareth Southgate now he should be replaced by Eddie Howe and all that. And I know you did one with Brad as well. I hope it comes back to bite us in the backside because nothing would make me happier than us to go, yeah, we were completely wrong. We've won Euro 2024 at the end. So,
Doug, is this the best Denmark performance so far of this tournament? It is for me.
Yeah, 100%. Miles better from what they showed against Slovenia, and that Serbia game they sort of laboured to a draw as well. But no, I think Denmark have played well tonight, and obviously long may it continue. Actually, Germany have only lost one game at Dortmund, I think, in their history, and that was a semi-final. That was to Italy in the 2006 World Cup. So they've got a good record in Dortmund's, but as the game is 0-0, the longer it's 0-0, Denmark will feel that they can sneak something, and This could potentially be one that maybe goes to extra time.
I'm just hearing some breaking news. Apparently, the second half, there's going to be a delay to the kickoff in the second half because apparently they're trying to take all the cats and dogs off the pitch.
Well, you get to spend more time with me, don't you? But to further Doug's point,
I shouldn't laugh at my own jokes, but that one was funny.
Yeah,
the
that
fact
was
that you
very,
both sat
very
there,
good.
especially
Very,
Doug's face, was
very
so
witty.
intense, and it like.
But yeah, I've got to agree with Doug. I think, personally, this is Denmark's best performance. Do keep in mind, Doug, I'm going to be completely honest, and I said it the other day as well. Denmark should have beaten us. I honestly think they should have beaten us. I thought we were poor. We let them back in it, and they were the better side. They ended up the better side. But overall, they were very, very poor. In their other two games against Slovenia and Serbia, and hence the reason why they're playing tonight and we're not playing Germany instead. So yeah, I think they've ramped up their performances. That's what we need to do. Italy have failed to, and hence the reason why they're out. Albeit, don't take anything away from the Swiss. They're going to be a real challenge if we get through this game against Slovakia. 100%.
That's interesting because when I was listening to all the reports earlier, it's like, oh, this is the team that's going to be playing England. England will be playing. I mean, it's like none of the BBC commentators was thinking, well, actually, England might not win it. But the players are back out on the pitch. Do you want to pop back at full time, guys?
Yeah,
absolutely,
on, Chris. Yeah, go on. I'll be here.
I was just going to say before we went off that Italy got Swiss rolled this afternoon.
Goodbye, guys.
I'll see you later, guys.
Oh God, I like having Doug on because he actually makes my jokes look funny. Oh dear. Right, we're about to kick off for the second half. Here we go. Any second now. Michael is out. Oh, Michael Oliver's calling the captains together. Looking up at the sky, so I don't know whether anything is wrong with the weather. Cool. It doesn't look too bad at the moment, but whether he says, well, there might be some more bad weather coming. He's looking up in the air. Not sure what he's looking at here. Of course, Schmeichel and Michael Oliver will know each other well. And we're away. Denmark in red, all in red. For the third section of football today, they are playing from right to left. And thanks very much to Doug and to Craig. Dugout Football Channel and up the cherries in all departments. Those are the two channels you can check those guys out on. And please do go along and show them your support. Two great channels and great fans, friends of the channel. Appreciate them coming on, and we'll see them at full time. So Germany 0, Denmark 0. Yeah, just saying that Denmark are here due to disciplinary reasons. It's weird, but there we go. But at the end of the day, if you're a Denmark fan, you don't give a damn, do you? As long as you're here, as long as you're playing the game, however you get through. And it wasn't even the disciplinary from one of the players. It was disciplinary from one of the coaching staff. Nil-nil still. But a lot more exciting. Although Switzerland did well, the game earlier was so boring. So free kick here to Denmark. Christian Eriksen to take. Into the box, all the way across. Vestergaard gets it back to his teammate. Chip back into the box. And it's a goal! Denmark has scored! Anderson has put the ball in the net! Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Germany on home soil are losing. Oh, a great free kick that came in. This time the goal isn't ruled off. This is all very interesting now. Oh. Let's have a look. Let's wait. Oh, a little flick through the goal, through the defender's legs, left-footed into place. Is there a question about offside? Michael Oliver is waiting to hear. 48 minutes gone. Is it going to be 1-0? They are checking the goal. So they're checking an offside and they're also checking a handball. I mean, if it hits the arm, is it deliberate or is it not deliberate? That's always the question, of course. The Danes are watching the... There we go. It's a goal. No, it's no goal. It's no goal. Second goal for offside. Wow. Oh, disallowed. Wow. VAR gets involved again with the British referee. I'm just... Now Germany are on the attack. So both teams, 0-0, could be 1-1. It's the BVB Stadium in Dortmund. Wow. It's all happening. Oh, now there's a penalty check. He's been sent over to the monitor. Oh, it's a good penalty check for Germany here. Oh, they're looking at a handball here. Let's have a look. It hits his hand, but is that a penalty? Let's see what. It's a penalty. I mean, that was very, very close. Oh, wow. Wow. The referee there just Havertz going to take the penalty against Schmeichel. The referee just was explaining to Schmeichel what was going on. So here we go. Are we about to see a goal? Oh! Germany 1-0, and this one's not going to be queried. Really good penalty right on the inside of the post there. I tell you what, Ali McCoist is not happy. Wow, and that offside was pretty close. Michael Oliver, Stuart Atwell. Thing is, they've applied the letter of the law, and the letter of the law says it is 1-0 to Germany. No doubt that will be a talking point. Yeah, they have got to keep the discipline, as Ali McCoy says. Nice play by Denmark here. They have to keep their cool, playing it forward, but they can't get past the German defence. 1-0. 1-0 to Germany. Fair? What do you think? I mean, you get told a goal is offside, is it? Problem is, it did touch his hand. It did 100% touch his hand. I'm back. Just shutting my window so we don't get all the flies in. Wow, what a match. We've had everything here in this match, haven't we? And we've got 56 minutes on the clock, and it is Germany 1, Denmark 0. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, unreal. Yeah, so Michael Oliver is the referee, Stuart Atwell, the video assistant referee. Between them, they determined that was a handball. Let's have a look. Oh, he went the right way. Should players be allowed to stall on the way up? But they've got plenty of time, Denmark, to get back into this. Over half an hour. Oh, now, can Germany make it 2? No, he's put it wide! Oh, my goodness. Let's have a look. Whoa, that was a lovely little sneaky ball through. The German player was away. Oh, lovely play by Havertz, number 7. Yeah, he should have buried that, and it was just wide. But it was a lovely bit of play by him to take that ball. Now there's another yellow card for one of the Austrian assistants. They're claiming I don't know, Germany. I don't know what they're saying, because there was Germany was claiming another penalty because of a clash off the ball, but I mean, it was just 2 players running into each other. This game has got everything. Absolutely everything. Well, we had nothing to talk about earlier. We've got everything to talk about now. Oh. Now then, Austria just got to keep their... Austria. Denmark have just got to keep their cool here. So Mæhle has got a yellow card for Denmark. He'll be suspended if they get through in the next game. Now, Denmark have played 4 matches, 2 goals. That's all they've scored. Obviously, one of those was cancelled, so otherwise it would have been 3. So they've only had 41.5% possession. They've won 18 tackles. Balls recovered 127. They're going to have to do a lot of that now. So it's a corner, is it? I think or is it a throw-in? No, it's a throw-in to Germany. Down near the corner flag. I think the Danes can consider themselves very hard done to. So, as you can hear, well, I don't know if you're watching this while you're listening to me, but The crowd are cheering everything now Germany are doing. Looks like there's going to be a substitution for Germany. Oh, Denmark, lovely move here. Took the ball away. Oh, into the box. Oh, Germany covering well and booting it clear. Germany now. I mean, it's been end to end. It really has. Germany now, though, can break. Brilliant game, this. Brilliant game. Oh, poor ball forward there by Denmark. It's out for a German throw-in. Oh, Havertz, there's no flag at the moment. Oh, Sané misses now. Oh, the flag is up now. But look, why didn't they raise the flag straight away? Oh, my God. So a couple of changes here for Germany. Going off is Andrich and Gundogan. I can't say that name. And Kahn and Fulkrug coming on for Germany. Just certain names you just can't say. Now, Denmark. They can't afford, if they can see the second, for me, it's all over. So the penalty that separates these two teams. A long and hopeful ball across the pitch, but it finds this fellow Dane. Oh, maybe you should have played that ball through, but they've still got it of Denmark. Højlund! Oh my God! Wow! Højlund should have. I mean, he had the whole goal to shoot at. I guess he was being closed down a little bit. But the German goalkeeper, absolutely in the right position, couldn't hold on to it, but his defenders headed it back to him. Wow. Oh, wow. Neuer was a very, very lucky boy there. So 2 Dortmund players have come on for Germany. Of course, they're in Dortmund, so they're going to get. They did get a very good cheer. Fulberg and Kahn coming on. Fulberg and Kahn, sorry, coming on. Andrich and Gundogan. I don't know why I put myself through this. Coming off. Germany now on the ball. Just going backwards to go forwards, if that makes sense. Now, the difference between this game and the game earlier, if you're watching the game earlier, oh, hang on, Germany are away. This could get it off now. It's 2-0. Game over. Masula number 10. 2-0, and that is game over, I'm afraid. You won't need any checks on that goal. It was a breakaway. So that came from the goalkeeper, Neuer. A chip over the top. It was Route 1. It was definitely Route 1. There we go. It is 2-0. 2-0 to Germany. So 2-0. Is that all over, do you think? Unfortunately for Denmark, I think it is. So 2-0. And I think we're looking at the end of the game now. 20 minutes. It's not over. Obviously, 20 minutes still to go. But can Denmark come back against any other team other than Germany on home soil? Possibly. But it's going to be a huge, huge, big ask. It really is. Oh, Fulcrum there. Nearly added a third, but Schmeichel had it covered. Oh, good goalkeeping there. Højlund nearly got to it, but it was good defending. The goalkeeper came out. I know what we can do with this. So 2-0 earlier, 2-0 now. It was enough for Switzerland. Will it be enough for Germany? What is it? Oh, the Germans now. You got a feeling like this could, I hope it doesn't, but it could end up a little bit embarrassing. Because Germany might just feel now they can go off and score at will. Whoever Will is. Wow. Free kick offside. A yellow card now for Anderson. They've really got to try and keep the cool here, Denmark. Germany, though. Lucky break. And they're away again, Germany here. They haven't got players forward, but I think they're coming up now. Got defenders back, Denmark, in numbers. Oh, lovely just chip over there for Germany. Can he get the ball across in the box? Oh, no, he can't. Good tackle from the Danish defender. What we're starting to see now, I think, from Germany is Germany, basically, and that is a team that they're just going to knock the ball about and control it. Yeah, so it's a Danish corner. Time is running out. They've got to make moments like this count. Ericsson on corner duty. Half cleared, but it ends up back with Ericsson. Oh. There's another corner on the other side. Ericsson comes across to take this one. Michael Oliver having a chat there with the Dane who's just pushed over a German player. Vestergaard it was. Left hand up. Ericsson takes the kick. Oh. It's another corner. Defensive header there, I think, from the German. Oh, no. It came off a German. There's a third corner on the trot here for Ericsson to take. What can he do? Havertz clears. goes all the way back to Schmeichel from the corner. Always disappointed to see that as a fan. But it does give them a chance to build again. Nice turn there from the Dane. If Denmark can get a goal now, it would make it such an exciting finish. Oh, come on, Denmark. Oh, played it into the box, but just played it too far ahead. Rudiger. Oh, come on, Rudiger. What a pansy. What a pansy. It looked like he shit his pants there. Don't like Rudiger. He's a cheat in my eyes. But 78 minutes gone. It's Germany 2, Denmark 0. Oh, he's being pulled there, the Dane, but I mean, it was a long kick from their own half, and Schmeichel just clears it up. But I mean, everybody was trying to foul everybody else there. Yeah, I mean, Denmark aren't not trying here. They really are going for it. They're still fighting, Denmark. Oh, Højbjerg there. Much too much strength on it. 3 substitutions here. 5 substitutions. 3 for Denmark here. 2 for Germany. Vestergaard, I think, is coming off. No, he's walking back on the pitch. Just showing the second German goal here again. So substitutions here for Denmark. Højlund is off and Vind is on. Musiala is off and Wirtz is on. And Raum is off. This is Germany. Sorry, let me try that again. Substitution. Eriksson is off for Denmark. Damsgaard is on. Christensen is off for Denmark. Braun Lawson is on. Højlund is off and Vind is on. So for Germany, Musiala is off, Wirtz is on, and Raum is off, and Heinrich is on. So they're out of substitutions now, Denmark. So whoever is on the pitch, they're going to be the ones. Into the last 9 minutes now. You've got to say it's looking like it's going to be. I thought Christensen was on. Christensen's on, but he's not actually. They didn't actually say that, but Christensen is on. Currently a Leicester City player, might not be by the time the window shuts. Oh. Højbjerg's still on, so the official UEFA channel's got some of the information wrong there. Yeah, they have got it wrong. So we'll try this one again then, shall we, UEFA? As Germany come forward. Oh, full court, couldn't get it past. Schmeichel, but he's offside anyway. So just to update those substitutions that UEFA got completely wrong on their site. Bar is off for defender for Denmark. Christensen, obviously Leicester defender, is on. Christensen with a C. Defender replaced by Brun Larsen, the midfielder. And Højlund forward is off. Vind is on, although they just said Højlund on there. Musala for Germany off, Wirtz on, Raum off, Heinrichs on. That was offside. That and Schmeichel stopped the ball, but it was offside anyway. Oh, lovely ball in, but nobody there to take it. Yeah, and it's becoming. I mean, they just said then it has lost some of its order, definitely. With all the substitutions, it's bound to. And of course, they are getting a little bit desperate. Oh, good tackle there. Good tackle by Denmark. Finally confirming Christensen is on the TV. Into the last 5 minutes. If Denmark can just get something, because there will be some time added on for all the substitutions. So Christensen here gets down the left. Oh, turns lovely. Kicks the ball, passes it. Can they get the ball in the box, which is where they need it? They can, but it's cleared by Germany. Denmark coming forward again. It's offside. There's a free kick to Germany. Sane is off and Anton is on for Germany. Bit of a Schmeichel clearance there from the German goalkeeper. Managed to keep it in though. Oh, they've lost the ball again, Denmark. All Germany got to do now is just play it out for time. Time's ticking away now. You got to say, you got to feel for Denmark. Denmark have gone down fighting. The Italians, we do know they don't. They retreat without a fight. The Germans, don't they? And that is certainly what has happened. Oh, don't know what the German was trying there. Germany, are they going to get a third now at the end? No. Shot straight at Schmeichel. Schmeichel just picked it up there. No, we're not going to get 10 minutes. We are in the last minute, though. Five minutes of injury time, or stoppage time, I should say. Don't call it injury time. Ah, there it is, all over. 3-0. Now it does it. It's another offside goal. Yeah, it was offside when that ball fell to him. But he was offside. They can't give this goal. They're checking the goal. They can't give it. Now, this is interesting. No, it's not been given. It's not been given. No goal. 2-0 it remains. Like you say, in the great scheme of things, didn't really matter, did it? So into the, well, there'll be time added on to the time added on now for that, of course. There's a free kick. A corner kick, I mean, sorry. Everton will take it for Denmark on this near side. Can they get something from the game, Denmark? If they do get a goal now, it'll be no more than they deserve. No. It's fallen, unfortunately. And Germany break now again. Ah. Good defending there. Mailer, number 5 for Denmark. It was a break, 2-on-2, and he tried to get the ball across, but couldn't get to it. Couldn't get it to his colleague, his teammate. Schmeichel now. Oh. Rudiger there. I mean, Rudiger absolutely celebrating the fact that he got the tackle in. It's another corner. Vestergaard. Not good in the penalty box, old Yannick, is he? Oh, could this be 3 this time? No. Schmeichel's made the save. Three 0 would have been unfair. There's a corner. Taking the time to, of course they are taking the time, Germany. Christensen stopping the corner. But enough Germans back, booting it up high and up. Denmark, one last attempt now. Surely it must just be a consolation if they were to. Oh. Germany take it. Germany's goalkeeper there. Fair play to Denmark. Totally and utterly fair play. There it is. Full time. Germany 2. Denmark 0. Denmark unlucky? For me, yes. Germany deserved it. I don't know. I'm not so sure. Yeah, I mean, you just said, I mean, I tell you what, I'm gonna let the commentator go because he's annoying me. We're back. I'll be back in 2 seconds. There we go then, ladies and gentlefolk. And as you can see, let me just get rid of that spoilers, because obviously the match is over now. So we don't need that. There you go. As you can see, no Denmark. Shame, disappointed. Yeah, all of those things. For me, look, were Germany unlucky? Sorry, were Denmark unlucky? Yes. Did Germany deserve it? Germany were Germany, weren't they? And that's the thing. They do what they have to do. And we know Germany, they get stronger as the tournaments go on. That's what Germany do. Okay, so let me just move. There we go. That is what Germany do. Germany do get better. So 2 more. Would you call Denmark a powerhouse of European football? Ooh, I don't know. But let's just have a look at some of the facts here. If I can get them up, he says. Here we go, match stats. Germany, well, Germany had 54.5% possession. Denmark, 45.5%. 15 shots from Germany, 11 from Denmark. Of those 15, 9 of them were on target for Germany. 2 of them were on target of the 11 for Denmark. Shots off target, 5 and 4 for Germany and Denmark. Blocked shots, Germany blocked 1, had 1 shot blocked. Denmark had 5. Touches in the opposition box. Now, this is interesting. Germany had 20, but Denmark had 25. And I guess this kind of sums it up. Goalkeeper saves, 2 for Germany and Neuer, 7 for Schmeichel and Denmark. Aerial duels won, 15-11. When you look at that, and corners, it was 6 each. When you look at that, you got to say, yeah, it probably was deserved. I'm still not sure, though. Anyway, Germany will go on to play the winner of tomorrow's match. Tomorrow's late match, this time tomorrow, Spain will take on Georgia. And the winner will be playing next Friday. Of course, before that, tomorrow, we've got England. Yeah, we have. England will be taking on Slovakia. Can we win that? Well, even the Scotsman said we can. Doug, he said we're going to win that against Slovakia. He said it could go to penalties, though. Don't do that to me, Doug. Don't do that to me. Oh, could you imagine? Could you imagine? Just check my messages. Sorry. There we go. I am going to go for a little watering of the garden, and I will be back in a few minutes.
The TalkSport Fan Network is the ultimate on-demand destination for the UK's best fan-led football podcasts,
including Leicester Till I Die, independent analysis and reaction for the Foxes faithful.
The TalkSport Fan Network.
Unbeatable club-dedicated content created by the fans, for the fans.
Follow the podcast on the TalkSport Fan Network.
The TalkSport Fan Network is the ultimate on-demand destination for the UK's best fan-led football podcasts,
including Leicester Till I Die, independent analysis and reaction for the Foxes faithful.
The TalkSport Fan Network.
Unbeatable club-dedicated content created by the fans, for the fans.
Follow the podcast on the TalkSport Fan Network.
Okay, so there we go. It's all over. The first day of the last 16 games has seen Italy lose 2-0 to Switzerland with a, well, yeah, I think you can call that a surprise, can't you? I would. I do think it is a surprise. I'm just... I think it is a disguise surprise. Anyway, whilst I am bumbling on, talking of surprises, you won't be surprised to see that my guest is late, but I'm going to bring him in anyway. I say, hey,
hello, you all right?
Yeah.
What do you mean the guest is late? Yeah, sorry. Sorry.
No,
Where's
don't
Doug?
worry, mate. Don't worry. Well, look, there we go. I've got it up already. Denmark are crossed off. Italy are crossed off. The holders are out. What a day. But I mean, if you ever can say there's a match that had everything, there's a match that had everything.
I got the hiccups. That's what the delay was.
That's what
tell. Don't know how, but there you go. You're meant to hold your breath for a certain period of time, aren't you?
Yes. I think for you, if you can do it for about 35 minutes.
Oh, bloody hell. Why do I come on it?
I don't know. You only come on it to be insulted. You get enough joy off the missus.
Well, I'll tell you what. Thank God that Michael Oliver is English. There you go. So he doesn't have to referee any of our games.
Not impressed with Michael Oliver?
No, he's a shit referee. I've still got the hiccups.
You have. Don't worry. Don't worry. I know you have my sympathy. Take a big swig. He's on the coat tonight, guys. At least, if you stop burping, then we know you're going to fart.
Oh dear! I've shit myself.
Yeah.
Right, start again. Michael Oliver is a shit referee, right? That Denmark goal should never have been ruled out. For God's sake, give the referees the opportunity to make the final decisions themselves. But Michael Oliver, I think he's got that ability to do that. So make that decision. Very much like I didn't agree with the German goal being ruled out. And then the penalty. Honestly, they've got a tracker inside the ball now, a chip, that tells them if there's impact at a certain point. So you can see, like the dives on the graph, it looks like, what's one of those things in the hospital called echogram, isn't it? Where it goes up and down.
Yeah, graph. Yeah, well, I know what you mean.
Yeah. So if there's impact,
it's like, once it stops, your heart's dead. Yeah.
Well, you fuck them. But
I'm ignoring that.
But the thing is it's basically that impact. But to be honest, where does he put his arm? He's not reached his arm right out. He's not tried to stop the ball. The ball's still come across in the same trajectory as, VAR, and Mark Saggers has even said this tonight on Twitter, is ruining football. Michael Oliver is a terrible referee who can't actually turn around and say, actually, I don't think, by the letter of the law, it's offside, but it's not even a toe offside. That Denmark goal.
No, I agree with that, because
the thing is they were looking for a handball. They couldn't find the handball, so it restarts at that point that they were looking for the handball. What the fuck is football all about nowadays?
Yeah, I mean, with the offside, when it showed it back, and they're interviewing the girl at the moment that's the referee, the UEFA referee.
She talks sense.
But when yes, she does very much so. But when they showed the line, this new picture they show where there's a red man and a white man and a line, and I'm linking like you could not get a cigarette paper between them. Oh, they're doing it now. They are literally just showing it now. My God. I mean, that is that literally is a toenail offside.
It's ridiculous. Honestly, it's ridiculous.
Can you see the telly?
Yeah. I've seen it a couple of times. I've seen.
That is absolutely,
Chris. It's stupid.
Letter of law, yes, it's offside.
Yeah.
But you see, the thing is, I'm going to defend Michael Oliver here because I thought he actually had a decent game.
He didn't. He had a shit game.
Honestly,
mate, he was terrible.
No.
Honestly, he's rubbish. He's
let me just explain.
quality
explain a
of
couple of things.
referees abroad is much better than the quality of referees in this country.
Oh, I don't know. Did
sorry.
you see the referee for the Turkey-Austria game? I mean, he was like sponsored by Clinton's. He was giving cards out for every 2 seconds. No, the reason we say is, look, that shouldn't be offside, but it is.
Yeah.
If you apply the letter of the law, it is offside.
Football screwed.
Now, yes, no, I'm not. That's a different matter, right? I agree.
Okay,
Football
okay,
is screwed,
okay.
but
Sit back here. Listen. Go on.
but if you're applying the letter of the law, he's offside. And as a referee, he has to apply the letter of the law. It's like saying to a policeman, I've had my car stolen. Or did you leave the door open? Yeah, well, technically not stealing then, really, is it, if you left the door? Oh, yeah, because it's my car. Yeah, but you left the door. You know, the rules are there. Now, whether the rules are right or not, I will accept they're not. VAR is an arse, total 100%.
I can't believe 19 clubs in the Premier League, and I know this is going a bit off because it's the Euro 2024 show, but I can't believe 19 clubs turned around and said, "Oh yes, we're going to go against Wolves." I honestly, fucking fair play to Wolves for having the bollocks to actually, say it.
Totally agree with you. But look, we can't blame the referees. And Michael Oliver hasn't been the worst referee in the tournament.
We can blame
but you
the
can't
referee
because
for
he's
it.
got to apply the rules.
No,
now, whether you want,
he can he can overturn it. He can turn around. He can look at the monitor. You know
how long? Right, I've been watching football since VAR came in, as indeed you have.
Yeah.
How many times have you seen a referee overturn VAR?
I saw it a couple of times.
So a couple of times too.
Yeah.
Okay, you've seen it twice. In what? 500, 1,000?
Well, this is why the standard of refereeing has gone downhill because
but that's a separate matter. That is a separate matter. I have seen it been overturned once, and do you know what? That was in the Women's World Cup. That was a women's referee go, I've seen the VAR. I'm sticking by my original decision. That's the only time I have seen it. Now,
because
if you want to say Stuart Atwell, if you want to say Stuart Atwell isn't very good as a VAR, that's a different matter. But you can't blame. You cannot say Michael Oliver had a bad game because he didn't overrule it when you've only seen two. Okay, how old are you, mate? Let me take a minute. How old are you?
I am 38.
Okay, so you're 38. So you're going to have seen, let's say on average, we'll average out to 40 games a season. When did you start watching football? Let's say it at 10. So that's 28.
Well, before that,
so then you're going to have a few tournaments put in. So let's say you've watched and friendlies and what have you, another 500 games. So you've watched about 1,700 games.
Yes.
On average. Okay, so let's take 2 divided by 1,700 times by 100.
I tell you what, this is like bloody mastermind. This
0.1% of the games, 0.11% of the games you've watched have had decisions overturned.
Yeah,
so
but
you can't say that
the 90s was so much better. It was so much better. And the thing is Chris, I think the refereeing has gone down. Michael Oliver did not have a good game. You look at, he's too scared to overturn the VAR because if he gets it wrong.
How many referees? Tell me in this tournament, how many referees have you seen in this tournament overturn a VAR decision?
Not at all.
Exactly. So Michael Oliver is no worse than any other referees in this tournament, and that's how you've got to judge him. You can't judge him to Kalina because Kalina isn't having to deal with VAR and everything else now. So you cannot. You can only judge him by his.
We need Kalina. We need a cleaner in football to actually sort this mess out because,
Yes,
like you
agreed.
say, the
Agreed.
standard of refereeing has gone down because the thing is referees are now one of two things. They're waiting for somebody who's not even based at the stadium. So, say for example, Leicester are playing at home. All of a sudden, you score a goal.
Yeah, no, I know that because you
And
don't
then
have
it
to.
and then it
Yeah, I
gets
know
all,
that,
VAR gets involved.
yeah.
That person isn't even at the king power to
No,
make
no,
that decision, and
no.
it's bloody wrong. And the referee is going, "Oh well, better go
But
with
when
it
you
because
make a
otherwise,"
decision on the
or
game,
they don't make a decision at all. Because
when
the
you
thing
make a
is,
decision on the game, are
mm,
you at all the games? No, you're watching match of the day. If
mhm.
it's a non-Bournemouth game, so and then you say, "Well, that wasn't." I mean, I'm sat here going, "That wasn't offside." Well, I'm not at the game. I'm watching it on the telly. I'm
I know
watching it
you
all the
don't
different angles. So anyway, we'll move on because we're going to be
particularly
stuck
like
with.
not. I know you don't like particularly like Nottingham Forest. Last point, but at the end of the day, that game against Everton, last season was an absolute farce. Honestly, Chris.
I
Football,
didn't watch it because obviously I wasn't in the Premier League then. Thank you very much for bringing that up.
mate, honestly,
But
an absolute farce, and no wonder Nottingham Forest wrote what they did.
yeah,
I don't blame them at all.
no. As I say, the argument about VAR is a valid one, and
Mm,
you won't find me arguing with anything you say on that one. I
yeah,
100% agree with you. I don't think you can be fair and blame Michael Oliver for decisions he's making based on this tournament on that game. He called that game off. He called that. I know there's referees
yeah,
that probably wouldn't have called that off. When
yeah.
you
I
look at it and
see
when
that
you
point.
listen to, you can't say that he got everything wrong when you've got a UEFA referee in the studio saying he got every decision right. Now
Yeah,
you can say, and you would be quite right to say that the law is an ass. All the football
oh
laws is an ass.
yeah. To be honest,
Great, you
football
can say that.
nowadays.
You can say that, but that's a different matter. That's a
Football
different matter.
nowadays has gone completely downhill. Don't get me wrong, there has been things in the past, and referees have made wrong decisions, and that happens. But VAR, it was literally the very tip of his
Yeah.
toenail that
Yes.
they called it out for. What is next? Tip of a finger?
Well, I'll tell you what, I will go.
Well,
No, I'll go with the tip of a toenail because that won us the FA Cup. But I don't want to
what if
get.
it,
I don't
what
want
if
to
it's a
get
player
into the
with?
VAR argument because that's another story, and we'll be
Do you
here
know
till
what?
2
Do you know
o'clock in the
what? I
morning.
was going to come out with something else there. Tip of finger, tip of toe.
No, 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 no,
I
no,
was
no,
going
no, no,
to
no.
say,
Don't go
I was
there.
going to
Don't go
say
there.
what?
Don't go there. Don't go there. Right. So
Right,
moving
come
on
on,
because
moving on.
we will agree on VAR and it needs to be changed, even if the rules need to be changed to adapt to it. But I don't think I say we will agree to disagree on Michael Oliver's handling of the game.
Yes.
We've covered the own goal, the disallowed goal, sorry, for Austria. We had 2 disallowed goals there in the game, obviously one either side. I mean, I must admit, you didn't think the first one was
Nope,
should have been disallowed.
nope.
But
Germany's goal should have
okay, so
counted.
we'll go on to the penalty. Handball or not, it by the letter of the law, it was a penalty. Now, I have said many, many times, you can't shake
Handball
your
laws
head.
are the handball
Yes,
laws are rubbish,
the
mate.
law's an ass, but we can't change the laws. The law is an ass.
We do
But
if we all side with
we
Wolverhampton
need
Wanderers and say that
we
look,
need
it needs to be
we need
changed.
VAR to be
Scrapped.
yes, scrapped, or at least be run by ex-players who can
Yes,
say
agree with
that that's a natural position for his hand to be in, or that how does someone that's never played the game know whether the hand is in a natural position or not? And as I've always said, there are many League One and League Two players that ain't gonna ever be pundits on Sky Sports that would love to do that job. Julian Watts, ex-Leicester player that I've had on the channel, he'd love to do it.
Yeah.
So, like I say, we can't change the rules. The rules are what they are. That was handball. What I want to ask you, though, is should players be allowed to stop on their run-up? We see
I
it all
think
the time.
I think as long as it's within a set period of time, you know, we've
No, but
seen players.
once you've blown that whistle and you've started your run to take that penalty, should you be allowed to stop? They're saying the goalkeeper can't move off his line. So should the person that's taking the penalty be allowed to stop in the middle of his run?
Do you know what? This is a very, very, very good point, because if Schmeichel had moved off his line, too early, that penalty would have been retaken.
Yes.
Yeah. The stopping momentarily, I've not got a problem with it. I think it was probably more than a moment. How do you manage this? Football is absolutely screwed as it stands at the moment. I wish we could go back to the 90s, because 90s football was so much better.
But sticking on the topic of should that be allowed to happen? Should it be or shouldn't it be?
I don't mind it. I'll give you a bit of a long-gated answer.
No. Give me the short-gated answer, please.
All right. I don't mind it watching it myself, if it's a short stop. But to manage it across the whole board, I think you've got to say no, because for that whole reason that you've said there, is the goalkeeper, if he moves off his line, another penalty is taken. I think it happened years ago, actually. Wasn't it Sunderland and somebody? And didn't they take the penalty 3 times? Because what's the Sunderland goalkeeper's name?
I don't know.
Yeah, he went too early.
The thing for
3 times.
me is, once that player has started to run, the goalkeeper's there. So let's say you're the striker, you're running towards me, and that would be a first. The fact that you're running.
No, I used to be all right at football.
So as you're running towards me, I'm looking, and I can see from your body language which side you're going. Yeah. So I can see from the way you're running that you're probably going to kick it to the left. So I start to move to that way. I'm shifting my weight over on that to my left-hand side. You're right, my left. That's the way I think you're going to shoot. You suddenly stop. Well, I can't stop my body movement very well. So I'm committed. You then stop and then kick it the other side. I just think it's wrong that you're penalising the goalkeeper, but you're not penalising the striker.
When a goalkeeper, and this is something I've read before, when a goalkeeper is focused on saving a penalty, they look at the eyes of that attacker. Where are they looking? Now, my sense is that I do agree with you on this, actually. My sense is, well, look one way and pop it in the other. But like you say, if that player is looking one way and then stops, it doesn't give that momentary reaction, and therefore the goalkeeper might have already moved, he might have already adjusted. And we've seen it so many times where, to be honest, it goes on up and down the leagues. Personally, I remember, it was Sunderland versus somebody, and it happened. They took the penalty 3 times, and to be honest, it was a bit farcical because the goalkeeper moved, but of course it was somebody staggering their run up. I think it might actually be Spurs, because I think it was Robbie Keane. Now, don't quote me on that.
Oh well, because I've no fucking idea what you're talking about.
No. So Robbie Keane used to do that staggered run, didn't he?
Right. Yeah.
He used to do that staggered run. Yeah. Of course, the Sunderland goalkeeper, who was what's his fucking name? This is going back some time. Of course, started to move, and then saved it. Of course, he moved before Robbie Keane had, and therefore it was retaken. That happened again. And then Robbie Keane scored the 3rd one, and it was okay. Because, I agree with you on that point. You have to get rid of those staggered run-ups.
Yeah. A simple yes would have sufficed.
Well, to be honest, I like to give justification behind it, a little bit like my EOR, explaining how you can employ somebody based in India with the.
Right.
Do you want me to tell you the rest of that story?
This isn't a question. This is just a statement. Ali McCoist and the commentator both agreed about the handball rule. It is absolute a farce at the moment. They should just rewrite the whole thing.
Yes.
There's one I want to make up, and again, this is in the rules, but so technically, the linesman or the assistant referee, whatever they want to call them these days, is right. Shouldn't the flag go up straight away? I mean, how often? I mean, the guy literally was. It was like, I'll say 10 minutes. I'm exaggerating, obviously, but why can't we put the flag up straight away?
You know why? Because they're scared of making a decision and it being overruled. So, personally, I think that they need to go back to that. So, if they see something, flag straight away. Now, if it's overruled by VAR, which this is what I fucking hate. If it's overruled by VAR, by somebody in bloody Stockley Park looking at a monitor or wherever they are, in Germany, looking at these monitors, then it's so irritating. Then so be it. But the thing is they're scared of making that final decision. I'm sure they go, oh, I'm not sure about that one. I'll keep the flag down. And then, the decision's, made at that point, or they have that delay. But
if they make that decision,
refereeing is crap later, at the moment.
It's still the same decision that's in their mind that he was offside. But
they're frightened of being proved wrong. Refereeing is crap at the moment, Chris. I'm sorry. It is toilet, because at the end of the day, they should go with their best instincts. Mark Housey. Now, I'm not saying this just because I had him on, but that man made
so did I. You're not going to get a name drop for that one, because I've had him on as well.
Yeah, exactly. But I tell you what, Chris, he got the majority of decisions right. And why did he get the majority of decisions right? Firstly, he studied the game intensively. He made his own calls.
I think, in fairness, though, without getting into a history of Mark Halsey, which I know you're going to do, I think, in fairness, we were still moaning about him and other referees. We were moaning about them all.
Yeah, but we didn't have this technology and shit. No,
we didn't. And with technology, you shouldn't get it right. But I'm trying to pull you back from VAR again. Okay. Rudiger, is he the biggest cheat in world football at the moment? Yeah. I cannot stand that guy. He is such a cheat.
He's a shithouse, isn't he?
Yeah, he did. Well, we agree on that one.
To be honest, I don't see him as a cheat. I think he's awkward.
A cheat. He goes up.
Physical.
He goes up. He's got his leg high. I know he got to the ball and he cleared it, and he didn't hurt the other person. But then he went down, claiming he'd been injured. That is cheating.
Yeah, he's a shithouse.
Shithouse, but he's a cheat as well. Antonio Rudiger, you are the biggest cheat at the Euros at the moment.
I'm sure he'll be watching me and you.
And if he is, then bring it on. Come and tell me why you're not a cheat. You're German.
Get him on. He might not speak a single word of English. You don't know that.
Well,
he probably does. He probably does.
Well, I mean, somehow the UEFA have given him man of the match.
I don't think he was poor. He's not a poor player.
But he certainly was not man of the match there. I think when you look at the fact that you've got a cheat, how can you make a cheat man of the match? But that is another point.
Yes. But let's look at all the great players throughout the years. Maradona's the biggest
cheat going. He got what he deserved.
Oh, honestly, unbelievable player. But
and
yes, he did cheat us out. Yeah, he cheated us out. Who else are we thinking of?
What I'm saying is, I don't think you can give. You shouldn't be giving a cheat a man. And this is where VAR should be used.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cheat.
He's a Ballon d'Or winner. Cheat.
I can't
Oh,
stand
yeah.
him. I can't
Yeah.
stand him. If he was to break his leg tomorrow and his career ended, I'd be very, very happy.
You know, like when
But for this,
back in 2006.
For this game, man of the match for me, Schmeichel. He kept Denmark in it. I
Yeah,
mean,
he did,
you know,
actually.
how he's made 7 saves to Neuer's 2. He's got it in.
You'd love
For
him
me,
back.
man of the match all over.
You'd love him back. I'll tell you what, he is.
Tell you what, on that performance, well, all right, Mads Hermansson, I think, is a great goalkeeper. On that performance, why the hell did we let him go?
Yeah.
Anthony Herbert's in, and he's just said Turkey and Austria final and Bournemouth to win the Premier League. Well, let's be honest with you, Arsenal ain't going to do it again, are they? Hey, good evening, Anthony. How are you?
That said, I don't think.
But before you, no,
they can't.
Come back to me. Stop going off on one of these little trips down the road. Stick with me. Good. I'm going to call it an end now because it's nearly 11 o'clock. In words, just really seriously, 2 words, and the choice of words is yes or no. Did Germany deserve it? No buts. It's just a yes or a no. Did they deserve it?
Just about.
Okay, I'll take that as a yes. I'll allow you that. I will allow you that one. Were Denmark unlucky? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. No, I would probably have to say you were 100% right there.
Just replying to Anthony. Can you imagine?
We're not going to talk Premier League, mate. This is not a Premier League.
No. This is talking about Euro 2024. Could you imagine if it was a Georgia, Austria, or Georgia? I don't want to say Slovakia because we're going to beat them tomorrow, hopefully.
I would love to see Georgia in the final, but of course, it's whether they're able to get the train in time, isn't it?
Well. But I tell you what, you know, that would be one of the greatest stories. We've had it with Greece, so
yeah, we've had it with Denmark as well. We've had it with Denmark as well. Italy earlier went out without a whimper, a bit like the Second World War, really, wasn't it? Italy went out without a whimper. They put the white flags up after 10 minutes today. Did Italy? The difference between Italy and Denmark, to my mind, it's chalk and cheese. Italy, absolutely piss poor. I can remember Italy getting pelted with tomatoes 10 odd years ago or 20 years ago when they performed poorly in a tournament. This time, if that has to happen, I think they'll probably leave the tomatoes in the tins. I mean, they were awful. Denmark, even at the end, there was 2 or 3 minutes to go, 2-0 down against Germany. You're not going to win. Did they give up? No.
Yeah.
They absolutely fought to the end. And I think the Italians could do a lot worse than watch that game that we've just watched now and use that as well. That's how we should have played.
I tell you what, Italy for me, just, you know, they just did not get going today. And I think, you know, personally, I think they're just I think they're an unprofessional side. Generally, I think, you know, the players that they've got are meant to be a lot better. They're disorganized. To be fair, the only time they did get themselves organised was in Euro 2020, as we bloody found out. But to be fair, the only thing they've done decent in this tournament is knock out Croatia, and because I think Croatia would have been quite dangerous at this point. They seem to be peaking at that point. So that's the only thing that they've actually done which is quite decent for this tournament, Italy. You know, if Croatia would have got through instead of them, hand on heart, I think we'd be talking about a whole different scenario for a semi-final game if we get there.
So if Croatia had got through instead of Italy,
Yeah, I think Croatia.
do you think Croatia would have beaten Switzerland today?
I think so. Yeah, they were peaking. Croatia were getting better. Italy, well, I just think Italy have just bounced along and just got a little bit lucky, really.
Can't argue with that. They did get very lucky.
To be honest, Albania should have beaten them. They were lucky to beat Albania. So, to be honest, Italy have got no excuses whatsoever. They've been piss poor at this tournament. Likewise, we have, but we need to turn it round tomorrow.
Well, it's going to be interesting, and you can watch both of those games here on LTiDtv. At 4:45, we'll be bringing you England, Slovakia, and at 7:45, we'll be bringing you Spain, Georgia. Could be an interesting day, mate. Thank you so very, very much for coming on.
No problem.
I love the fact that we just take the piss out of each other, and as long as I can rein you in, I love having you on.
Oh, so likewise, mate. I love coming on here, even though I personally think Michael Oliver is a shite referee. And that's just my general feeling.
We've agreed to disagree.
Yeah.
I tell you what, mate.
One thing I will agree with you on, though, both the ladies who have been doing this VAR decision and explaining it are outstanding, and Joey Barton must be absolutely seething.
I don't think you're going to get any arguments off anybody about that. I really don't. He's being sued again, isn't he? Some female footballer is suing him. But,
he's getting sued for everything, isn't he?
Yeah. I tell you what, mate, I've got a good idea for a show, because you reckon that this is the golden generation.
Mm-hmm. It is.
And I reckon that it was the Sven team was the golden generation, and we should have a show, and that should be we should go through the starting 11 or the squad for both teams and see who is the better.
You know what? I think that would be really, really interesting. But I'm going to stand by it. We've got a better team now than we did back then. Yeah, we had individual brilliance, but Sven was a better manager, by far a better manager than Gareth Southgate.
Yeah,
is.
no, fair point.
And he got more out of it. But
we got to 2 quarterfinals, but we only went out of those quarterfinals on penalties. But against Brazil, they did that chip of David Seaman, didn't they? I don't think that was a quarterfinal, was it? I don't know. We got through.
Yeah, I think it
quarters.
Was.
I don't know.
I think we beat Ecuador in the first. No, did we beat Ecuador? We beat
While
somebody.
you're thinking, let me just tell everybody about this.
Where's Chloe? What do you call it? Having the pints,
I know, but that's about 15 minutes into your trailer. As a jingle. We're not there on Tuesday, but we are there on Wednesday. On Tuesday night.
I might have to change that. I'll explain a bit more. But
we might not be there on Wednesday, everybody.
Yeah.
We are definitely not there on Tuesday, because on Tuesday it is the last 2 games of the round of 16. So we're not there this Tuesday, but it might be a different day. Watch out.
Yeah, work it out. We should have done it on Friday night. That would have been great.
Craig will have a Coke. I tell you what, pissed yesterday. He was absolutely pissed.
I wasn't pissed.
Yes, you were.
No, I wasn't. It was
yes,
left.
You were begging me to finish your left off or leaf, whatever you want to call it.
I started pouring it in, but yeah, I tell you what though, Anthony. Here's one thing. Chris heard me do a pitch. And I'll tell you what, he was very, very impressed. He said, I've got a fantastic manner on the telephone. Didn't realise it was a video call. It's actually a sales meeting. But, he said, it's so thrilling what I do. So
no, thrilling wasn't the word I used.
It Yeah.
It was a very good call. You were very good with the way you were talking and your voice impressions and everything.
And then I come on here.
It was the most boring fucking 5 minutes I'd had in my life. Craig, up the cherries in all departments. UTC IAD, do check it out.
Yes.
I'll speak to you soon, mate. And I won't see you next Wednesday now. But we will make it another day. Somehow squeeze it in between the football. Craig,
exactly.
Mate, thank you very much.
All right, see you later, mate.
Take care, buddy. Thanks very much. All right, let me just make myself big. Hey, there I am. Pop the Viagra. Thanks very much. We'll be back tomorrow at 4:45 when England face Slovakia. Will we win? Who knows? It's England. We haven't got the golden generation now. That was Sven.
Thanks for watching. These videos are tremendous. You'd better like them too, or I'll be back.
This podcast is proud to be part of the TalkSport Fan Network.
TalkSport. Powered by fans.
That will conclude this evening's entertainment.